there's a for sale sign on the church. And I called the guy instantly, said, tell me everything.
So you said Saturday?
Saturday was my board meeting where I told the board about it.
Okay.
And
And
saying
by
like,
Tuesday, there was a for sale sign
Tuesday
on
for
there.
sale sign. I called the guy and he said, hey, actually, it's already been under contract because it was on those websites for like a week. He's like, I just had an extra sign. I threw it down just in case. He said, there is an issue, though. Developers can't redevelop it. It's zoned for housing, and they're trying to redevelop it so they can make money off it. And I don't think it's going to happen. So I love what you're trying to do. So I'll hold everyone else at bay. If it comes back on the market, I'll call you first. And I'm just sitting there like, this is crazy. But he told me it was listed at $4 million. I was like, we can't afford that.
$4 million.
$4 million
For that church.
Yeah. And I was like, there's no way we can afford this.
Dang.
But it is 19,000 square feet and 2.5 acres. Primo, legitimately, you see it from the interstate. It's 10 minutes from downtown Nashville. You can't even get a tall and skinny sometimes. A new one for $3 million. Or $4 million. It's crazy around here now. And
Jesus.
so I'm like, if this comes in my court, ball comes in my court anyways, I can't afford it. I don't know what I'm doing. But I still kept following that, like, I'm supposed to be here thing.
Yeah.
Friday rolls around. Guy calls me, says, hey, ball's in your court. He's like, it's open. I was like, oh my gosh.
I don't know how we're going to pay
now
for
I
this.
have to actually do this. I have to try for it. So I said, screw it. I need to see inside of it because I haven't seen inside of it. It's been
Yeah.
abandoned since 2017. It could be a crap hole. And so I say, okay, let's meet tomorrow if you can. And he's like, cool, I can't do mornings. Let's meet at 4 p.m. This is important to the story too because
Yeah.
at 1:45 p.m. I get to Vince Gill and Amy Grant's house. This is part of my life now. I didn't know anybody in Nashville.
Vince Gill and Amy Grant.
I'm going to their house to get my chiropractor treatment on. Rusty Cross, who you met, who I raved about, is Vince Gill and Amy Grant's chiropractor. And they're kind enough to let me go to their house to get adjusted, which happens to be like 11 minutes from the church.
Okay.
So I walk into their house, get ready to see Rusty, and I get a text from the guy saying, actually, can you meet me in like 10 to 15 minutes? And I said, oh, okay. So I turn to leave Vince's house. I grab the door handle and it jams a little bit. And Vince comes around the corner. He's like, no, you gotta really push down. I gotta get the fixed. And he said, did you get adjusted? I was like, no, there's this church I'm looking at. And he's like, oh, I know the church you're talking about. My daughter lives over in that area. And by the time I get the door open and that conversation happens, Amy comes around the corner and she's like, Richard, what are you doing? I tell her the same story. But I said, Amy, I can't even put this under contract unless I know I could raise a minimum of $2.5 million. I'm willing to try to figure out how to get the rest of it. If I can get to $2.5 million, I want to try to get this church. And she said, well, there's a reason you showed up today. She's like, you should put the church under contract. We'll help you get the money. And I was like,
we'll help you get the money.
I was like, okay.
Bro, what?